Greetings in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. So today the Holy Gospel is taken from the Gospel of John, chapter 6, from verse 1 to 15. The summary of the Gospel reading today talks about the story of how Jesus fed multitude. How Jesus fed the multitude, and the second part of the reading is how the people wanted to make Jesus a king, and Jesus slipped out of their hand. Now the message in the Gospel reading for me is, in that multitude, just a little boy was carrying 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. And you'll be wondering, how is it possible to have a multitude like that? Some accounts of the gospel reading stated that there were 5,000 men, not counting women and children. And you trust in our society? Many women, they can never go out without carrying something in their bags. Yes. Check most bags that you see. Something eatable must be inside most bags. That's what you will always see. So imagine, how is it possible that in a crowd, only one person was able to sacrifice what he had, and Jesus used it to feed the multitude. So the gospel reading for me is that there is something you have that you need to sacrifice for others. It might be your talent, it might be your time, it might be your money, it might even just be listening ear. Listening to someone who has one burden or the other, that may just be what you have to offer to someone. It might just be you sitting with someone, just consoling someone. That may be what you have to offer the person. So the gospel reading is encouraging us today, it's not to look inward on what can we offer. What can you offer that can benefit others? What do you have to offer that others will benefit from? Just like that little boy was able to give out his loaves of bread and his fishes and the fish that he had. And Jesus used it to feed the 5,000 people. And the second part of the reading, which is so interesting, is they wanted to make Jesus a king. And Jesus slipped away. Yes. When we were growing up, I remember in those days, people usually beg people. People who have good character, people who have moral, people usually beg them to become their leaders. Yes, when I was growing up, that is what I experienced. I led different society when I was growing up in my church. I never vouched for any of those positions. People will always beckon on me, please, we want you to be our leader. Either in choir, as a youth leader, name them. But those days, people lobby themselves. People go as far as paying money. I remember one certain time that someone even came to offer me money. Why? Just to put her name to preach in church. I said, this is absurd. I've never heard that before. And that can't happen under my watch. So you see how desperate people are. If you are good and people see what you have to offer, they will appeal to you because they know that you have something to offer. But these days, people impose themselves on others. Even you want me to be your leader or not, it's by fire, by thunder. I must lead you people. That is what we are experiencing in our country today. Someone said it is his turn to lead. It is his turn to lead. Yes, look at what he's leading now. Look at the outcome of what the country is turning into. People can barely feed themselves. So, it's not because you want to lead, because the people want you. But because it is just your turn to lead. So for that reason, now you are leading. So now that you are leading, what is the outcome of your leadership? What is the outcome of the leadership? That is what we see around. So I pray that God will help us. And if you can't lead, there is no point forcing yourselves. That is why it seems as if those who are in the Western world, they are better than us. Once they can't do something, you see them, they resign. But it cannot happen in our own country. In our country, it is by fire, by thunder. Yes. Whether you like it or not, I must be there. Yes, whether you can do it or you cannot do it, you must be there. That is what's happened in our own country. So Jesus is teaching us today. They wanted to make Jesus a king, but he refused. It's not because he's not a better king, but maybe his time has not even come. His time has not come. Maybe that's the reason why he slipped away. Not for them to force him to become their king. The time hasn't come. So I pray that God will open up our hearts, that we will realize that it is a great deal to be a leader. For you to be a leader, it is a gift from God. Leadership can be acquired. Leadership at the same time is inborn. There are people who are born leaders. Yes. It is not everybody that can be a leader. It is not everybody that can be a leader. So I pray that each of us, we are leaders in our various capacity. We are at one level or the other. That we will lead well. We lead the people that are under us well. That they may not regret why you are their leader. Yes. So I pray that God will also give us the grace to realize that we have one thing or the other to offer to people who are around us. It's not necessarily just money. Like I said, it might just be your listening ear. It might just be you sitting by someone listening to the person. Or it might just be you comforting someone. It might just be you offering the person an advice. It can be anything as your own sacrifice, just like the little boy who gave up his 5 loaves of bread and his 2 fishes. God bless us. May this week be a fruitful one for us as we offer up something just to assist someone. God bless you and do have a fruitful and a blessed week ahead. Happy Sunday to you.